In the grim darkness of the far future, there exists a space marine legion that history cannot define and truth cannot touch. What if the greatest deception of the Horus heresy was not a single betrayal, but an entire legion built upon lies? The Alpha Legion does not conquer worlds with banners or heroes. They do not seek honor, glory, or remembrance. Instead, they move unseen, their victories buried beneath silence, their sacrifices erased before they are ever known. To face the Alpha Legion is to fight an enemy you cannot identify, an enemy that may already be among you. Every whisper, every rumor, every act of betrayal could be their work. And the most terrifying part is this: even when the Alpha Legion wins, no one is certain they were ever there at all. Unlike the other Space Marine legions, the Alpha Legion was shaped by secrecy from its very foundation. Where others forged legends, they erased identities. Where others celebrated heroes, they trained soldiers to become nameless, interchangeable, and disposable. Within the Alpha Legion, a warrior's face, name, and history hold no meaning. Each legionnaire is taught to be Alfarius, to wear deception as armor and lies as weapons. Their primarchs, Alfarius and Omegon, embodied this philosophy perfectly, two beings hidden behind one name, a living contradiction that blurred truth and fiction beyond recognition. During the Horus heresy, when brother turned against brother and loyalty tore the Imperium apart, the Alpha Legion's allegiance shattered, or perhaps it never truly existed. Even 10,000 years later, their true purpose remains unknown. Are they traitors who embraced chaos, loyalists who sacrificed their reputation to save humanity, or something far darker that even they no longer understand? In Warhammer 40,000, the Alpha Legion's greatest victory may be its greatest curse, a life condemned to deception, forever lost within its own lies. The Alpha Legion was born differently from the very beginning. While other legions were forged to be symbols of conquest and unity, the Alpha Legion was designed to disappear. Their recruitment, training, and doctrine emphasized secrecy above all else. From the earliest days of the Great Crusade, Alpha Legionnaires were taught that identity was a weakness. Names could be traced, faces remembered, and heroes targeted. To survive, they erased these things. Every warrior learned infiltration, espionage, and misdirection alongside traditional warfare. They studied human behavior, enemy psychology, and long-term strategy, often spending years embedded within enemy societies before striking. This made them terrifying not because of brute force, but because they could destroy a world without ever firing the first shot. The phrase, "I am Alfarius," was not arrogance, it was doctrine. Any legionnaire could take the place of another, ensuring that the legion itself could never be decapitated. If a leader fell, another would step forward seamlessly. This philosophy stripped individuality away, replacing it with absolute loyalty to the mission. The Alpha Legion did not fight wars to be remembered, they fought wars to ensure outcomes. Victory mattered, not recognition. From the shadows, they shaped history while remaining unseen, a legion without a face, without a story, and without a clear truth. When the Alpha Legion went to war, the battlefield rarely looked like war at all. Their campaigns began long before the first shot was fired. Supply lines vanished, alliances collapsed, and planetary governments tore themselves apart from within. Often, the enemy never realized the Alpha Legion was involved until it was too late. A rebellion here, a sabotage defense grid there, each act carefully planned to cascade into total collapse. While other Space Marines charged headlong into battle, the Alpha Legion watched, waited, and manipulated events until resistance became meaningless. Their victories were quiet and uncelebrated. Imperial commanders distrusted them because no one could see what they truly accomplished. There were no heroic last stands, no banners planted atop ruined cities, only empty worlds and broken enemies. This lack of recognition became a burden. The Alpha Legion saved lives through indirect warfare, yet earned suspicion instead of praise. Their secrecy bred paranoia within the Imperium itself. Allies questioned their loyalty, wondering what truths were being hidden behind their silence. Over time, this isolation hardened the Legion. They accepted that they would never be loved or trusted. Their reward was success alone. In a galaxy obsessed with legends and martyrs, the Alpha Legion became something far more unsettling, warriors who won wars without ever being known. The Horus Heresy was the moment when the Alpha Legion's secrecy turned inward, fracturing their identity forever. As Horus declared his rebellion, the Alpha Legion did not respond with clear allegiance. Instead, they listened. Through the Cabal, a mysterious alliance of Xenos and ancient beings, Alpharius was shown a future where humanity's survival required its destruction. According to this prophecy, if Horus won, humanity would burn quickly but chaos would starve and die. If the Emperor won, humanity would survive, but chaos would endure forever. Faced with this impossible choice, the Alpha Legion chose neither openly. They sided with Horus, but their actions often undermined him. They sabotaged loyalists while secretly weakening traitor forces. Even the death of Alpharius at the hands of Rogel Dorn only deepened the confusion. Was it truly Alpharius who died, or another legionnaire wearing his name? Omegon remained, or perhaps he always had. By the end of the heresy, the Alpha Legion's loyalty was irreparably shattered. No one, including the Legion itself, could say with certainty who they truly served. Truth became just another weapon, and the Legion disappeared into the aftermath of the greatest civil war the galaxy had ever known. Within the Alpha Legion, sacrifice was not heroic, it was expected. Every legionnaire was trained to believe they were expendable. Death was not a tragedy, but a tool. Operatives were deployed on missions with no expectation of survival, sometimes never knowing the true objective. They were taught false goals, misleading orders, and fragmented information to ensure that if captured, no real secrets could be revealed. This constant deception eroded individuality completely. A legionnaire did not fight for personal honor or recognition, only for outcomes they might never witness. Compared to other legions that celebrated brotherhood and legacy, the Alpha Legion embraced anonymity. This psychological toll was immense. To live as a lie, to wear faces that were not your own, and to abandon your name again and again stripped away any sense of self. Over time, some legionnaires forgot why they fought at all. Yet the Legion endured, because replaceability made them immortal. Kill one Alpharius, and another would rise. The Hydra could never truly die, but its many heads paid the price in silence and oblivion. 10,000 years later, the Alpha Legion still exists, but in fragments. In the dark millennium of Warhammer 40,000, they are scattered across the galaxy in countless warbands, each following its own interpretation of the Legion's purpose. Some openly serve chaos, embracing corruption as another mask. Others appear to sabotage chaos forces, aiding the Imperium from the shadows without recognition. Many no longer know whether they are loyalists, traitors, or something in between. The original mission, whatever it was, has been buried beneath centuries of lies. The Legion's greatest strength, its secrecy, has become its curse. Without truth, unity eroded. Without identity, purpose faded. The Alpha Legion may still be fighting for humanity's survival, or they may simply be continuing a plan whose creators are long dead. In the end, their tragedy is complete. They may have saved the Imperium, doomed it, or both. But no one will ever know. And perhaps that was always the plan. In a galaxy that worships heroes and martyrs, the Alpha Legion remains what it has always been, a mystery without an answer, forever whispering the same words into the darkness: I am Alpharius. This is a lie. In the end, the Alpha Legion stands as one of the greatest tragedies in the history of Warhammer 40,000. Not because they failed, but because they may have succeeded too well. A legion that erased its own identity in the name of victory eventually lost the ability to remember who it was fighting for. By turning lies into weapons and secrecy into doctrine, they condemned themselves to a future where truth no longer mattered. Whether they were loyalists who sacrificed their honor to save humanity, traitors who embraced chaos under the mask of strategy, or something far more complex, the result is the same. Their story has no resolution, no final revelation, and no moment of clarity. While other legions are remembered through statues, legends, and war cries, the Alpha Legion is remembered only through doubt. Their wars are fought in whispers, their victories hidden beneath layers of misinformation, their dead left unnamed and unrecognized. 10,000 years after the Horus Heresy, the Imperium still fears them, not because of what they are seen doing, but because of what they might be doing. Every unexplained rebellion, every sudden betrayal, every collapse from within carries the shadow of the Hydra. Perhaps that is the Alpha Legion's final curse. If you live long enough as a lie, the lie becomes reality. Purpose fades, loyalty blurs, and even the architects of deception are consumed by it. The Alpha Legion may still be fighting for humanity's survival, or they may simply be trapped in an endless cycle of manipulation, unable to stop a plan that no one remembers starting. And so their legacy endures, not in truth, but in uncertainty. A legion without a face. A war without witnesses. A victory that feels indistinguishable from damnation. In the grim darkness of the far future, one question remains unanswered, and perhaps it always will be, when everything is a lie, does the truth even matter anymore?